Imagine this. Samsung might have just pulled off its boldest move yet with the Galaxy S26 lineup. We're talking about a series that doesn't just want to keep up with Apple or Google, but one that could completely rewrite the rules of the smartphone game. The leaks, the insider reports, the dummy units, it's all painting a picture of a company that's finally ready to gamble big on both design and performance. And if these leaks are anything to go by, the S26 series isn't just another yearly refresh. It might actually be Samsung's most daring flagship strategy in years. Oh, and before we dive deep into all the juicy details, welcome back, viewers! Sam here! Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends, because trust me, you're going to want to be part of this ride. So here's the plot twist. Samsung is betting on not one, but two different brains for its new phones. On one side, the Exynos 2600, built on Samsung's bleeding-edge Snapdragon GI process, the first of its kind in the industry. On the other, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, manufactured by TSMC on 13M. Two titans, two completely different approaches, and Samsung is letting them battle it out in real time across different regions. If you're in Asia or Europe, chances are you'll meet the Exynos. If you're in the US, you'll probably end up with Snapdragon. And then there's the Ultra, the crown jewel, Samsung's safety net, sticking to Qualcomm for now. Why? Because when your premium phone costs as much as a laptop, you don't roll the dice on an unproven chip. But here's the part that really shakes things up. Exynos hasn't exactly had the best reputation in the past, heating issues, inconsistent performance, and the dreaded Snapdragon envy for international buyers. This time, though, insiders are whispering a completely different story. The Exynos 2600 isn't just holding its ground, it's rumored to be faster than Qualcomm's current Snapdragon 8 Elite in raw tests. And that's before optimization even kicks in. Imagine the bragging rights if Samsung finally beats Qualcomm on performance while also keeping costs lower. That could completely change the flagship landscape and maybe, just maybe, force Qualcomm to rethink its pricing strategy. Now let's jump to the design leaks, because this is where Samsung surprised almost everyone. Remember the Edge branding? It's back. Instead of a Plus model, Samsung seems to be reviving the Galaxy S26 Edge, and the dummy units show something bold, a horizontal camera bar. Sound familiar? Yeah, it's the same design language that Google pushed with the Pixel, and one that Apple is apparently flirting with for the iPhone 17 Air and Pro. But Samsung's twist is subtle. The lenses are still aligned vertically, tucked inside this new bar. It gives off a bold, Pixel-like vibe without actually copying it. And here's the kicker, the bigger camera island isn't just for looks. It's to fit a larger 200 mAh battery while making the phone thinner at just 5.5 modern. Thinner body, bigger battery. It sounds impossible, but the leaks suggest Samsung's really pulling it off. Meanwhile, the Ultra is playing a different game. Rounder corners for a softer feel, a larger camera bump hinting at upgraded sensors, and of course the Snapdragon muscle to keep it safe. And then there's a tiny but fascinating detail spotted on the backs of these units, a circular depression. Leakers believe this could be magnets for Qi2 wireless charging, the new standard that makes wireless charging faster, more efficient, and perfectly aligned every single time. If true, this isn't just a design choice, it's a quality of life upgrade Galaxy users have been waiting for. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. The Exynos 2600 isn't just another chip, it's Samsung's last big chance to restore faith in its silicon division. If it fails, Qualcomm keeps ruling the premium market, and Samsung is stuck paying higher costs for chips it doesn't fully control. But if it succeeds, the entire industry feels the shockwave. We could be looking at cheaper flagships, fiercer competition, and more innovation across the board. That's why this launch feels bigger than just 3 phones. It's about Samsung proving it can lead not just in displays and cameras, but at the very heart of the smartphone, the processor itself. So where does this leave us? With a Galaxy S26 series that feels both familiar and radically new. 3 models, the safe and solid Pro, the experimental and eye-catching Edge, and the unstoppable Ultra. Dual chip strategy, bold design choices, and a make or break moment for Exynos. Samsung is clearly hedging its bets, but it's also daring to dream bigger than it has in years. The real question is, are consumers ready to trust Exynos again? And will the horizontal camera bar become the new standard everyone copies, or just a one-off experiment? All eyes are now locked on Samsung because the S26 series isn't just competing against iPhones or Pixels. It's competing against doubt, history, and expectations. And whether you end up with Exynos or Snapdragon, one thing's certain: this is the most important Galaxy launch in years. The stakes are sky high, the leaks are fascinating, and the hype is only getting started. And that's where I'll leave you for now. But stick around, because as soon as more real-world tests, benchmarks, and hands-on details drop, we'll break it all down together. Until then, let me know in the comments, are you rooting for Exynos to finally win, or do you think Snapdragon will keep its crown? Thanks for watching. This is Sam signing off. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.